Happy Monday, you guys. Great to see you. I usually riff on a theme all week long and do my best to keep it within 5 or 6 minutes. Uh, the topic that I've selected out of the thin air, because where else does anything come from this week, is reliance. Reliance. It's an important word. I looked up the word rely in the dictionary a moment ago, and it said to depend on with full trust and confidence. It's an important word, isn't it? As humans, we're born extremely reliant on something other than ourselves, obviously. Human babies are born with intense reliance on parents, obviously, for a very long time for mammals. And a good deal of reliance is built upon parents and environment. And then the game is on. What did we learn to rely upon when we were kids? How did that work out for us? So life seems to be these endless chapters of the things that we rely upon, the things we depend upon with all of our trust and our confidence, our parents, and then off into the world we go, and then we learn to depend upon our friends, our school, our country, our intelligence, our wisdom. Maybe we learn to rely upon our looks and our charm and our charisma. Maybe we learn to rely upon our skill or our aptitude. And then we grow older, and most of us find a mate, many of us do. And then, boy, do you learn to rely on that person. And then you get the job, and then you get the money, and then you get some prestige, and then you get some reputation. And these are all things that we can use to prop ourselves up. We can build all these sticks that hold up that our lives, that we can depend upon with full trust and confidence. But then there's this other thing in life called betrayal. Ever been betrayed? Ever had something that you have full confidence and trust in, that you could absolutely depend upon, betray you? Meaning it was there one moment and then it's gone the next. Now, obviously, betrayal can come in the form of an active, mean-spirited betrayal on the part of someone or something. But betrayal can also come in the form of simply having something you depend upon organically disappear, as in someone leaving or someone dying. So life is this fascinating adventure of what can you really rely upon? Now, it seems to be the worldly strategy that we build reliance upon worldly things. Perhaps it's the most wise strategy, not just to build one thing to rely upon, not all of our eggs in one basket, but to have a large portfolio upon which you can rely. So certainly we can, what are the things we can absolutely rely upon? Oh, my stocks and my bonds, my 401k, those will never fail me, right? Thank God I can rely upon that. Yet the world is filled with circumstances of worldly things that cannot give way, that do give way. So the worldly strategy of building up large enough piles of material substance that can never, ever give way is it truly reliable? Isn't life itself the one thing we most fully rely upon? Is that reliable? We're all checking out pretty soon. Pretty soon, the eyes shut and the main thing that we relied upon, our own life, our own organic body, disappears. What's up with that? Who designed that? What can you really rely upon? What are you relying upon right now? Is it ready to give way? Is it shaky? Is it wobbly? I think we all know the feeling when the number one thing that we depend or rely upon has become shaky or wobbly. It's a feeling that the rug is going to be pulled out from underneath us, or the other shoe is going to drop, that calamity is coming. This is a feeling of life that may have been built in from the very start. Some people have it wired so deeply into their brain. And of course, this feeling of what to rely upon might be the biggest existential question that human beings are posed with. One way to look at it is rely upon the material world, use all of your own willpower, intelligence, and skill set to build up as many things to rely upon as possible, and then ride it out Another is something called, you ready for this? God. Now, normally I don't speak in such terms. Of course, you can replace God with love, source, being, infinite, organizing principle. But if in fact there's no underlying, overarching, interpenetrating presence of being, consciousness itself, upon which we can rely, then any material or worldly thing that we build up will give way, and calamity is coming. And life seems to be an endless series of episodes of reliance, betrayal, collapse, and then people's ability to deal with it. But when you build your foundation on what can never give way, God, love, source, being, infinite presence, a power greater than yourself, this can never give way. This is the great message of all spirituality. This is what every spiritual master has said for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. And humans just don't get it. It's just not human to trust something that's immaterial. I need evidence. I need something to build my life upon that I can absolutely depend upon and rely upon with complete trust and confidence. And so we all try every material thing, people, places, and things. How's that working for us? So in meditation, we build our reliance upon what's perfectly, absolutely, eternally, and irresolvably, unmistakably reliable. Congratulations. When you build that, you'll be able to match any sort of calamity with a perfect serenity. Until that, every calamity is basically built with some variation of hysteria, and that's no fun after a while. So let's study reliance this week and ask yourself, what is it that I absolutely, with full confidence and trust, rely upon with all my heart? And I rely upon you to be here tomorrow morning to continue. See you.